Okay, guys, I just want to create a small example precisely on list handling using a Lambda expression. How exactly we can use a Lambda expression on a list? I just want to show you with a small example. So for which I'm creating a new Java class here, orange 4. And this class I'm just creating with a main method. So what I'm going to do right now is array list. This is of a string type basically. Space list values is equal to new array list of strings, and I'm just creating an array list here. And this array list basically you'll be getting from a Java utils array list, hence I'm just importing it. And we already know that basically add is a method that we are going to use on any array list. So I'm just using Suren1 as an add, and Suren2, Suren3, and Suren4. So we have a four different values into this particular list. Suren 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, how exactly I can use this lambda expression? So on a list, basically, we have a for each loop. And this for each loop, basically, what I'm doing means name. This is a string, basically name. What I'm going to use a system.out.println. So what is the significance of a for each? Whatever the value we have in this particular list, pick individual values, consider it as a name, and just print that particular name. That's it. So this is the lambda expression that we have used. Usually in a normal situations, what we will be using is we can use a for loop, and we can iterate it in all the values, and then we can print down that information. The whole thing I just converted into a lambda expression using a for each, and I'm just using this one now. Okay, as this list is having a string, I'm just defining in this way. Now when I execute my test script, now all the strings were defined, all the strings were printed down to the console. For suppose I have a, instead of a strings, basically I have a integers in my list. Okay, I'm just changing out my data type, basically integers. Okay, and just one, just change it. Okay, let me delete these things. And one, I'm just adding it five different values. So 1, 10, 100, 1000, and 10,000. So I've just used this particular one. So I changed the values that I am inserting into the list and as well as the data type. But here in the lambda expression, I'm not changing the data type, as the reason is I haven't defined my data type there. And now when I run my test script, all the values got retrieved and all the values got printed down to the console. That's fine. This is the one way how you are defining a list. There is another way also you can define a list basically. So which is list of strings, and moreover, I can define list values, again the same variable I'm using, arrays dot as a list. I'm passing those values here. As I have defined it as a string, I'm just passing down my values here. So string QA trainer. So basically into this particular list, I have defined three different values into that. Okay, I have defined three different values, and I'm importing this Java utils list. Okay, Java utils list got imported. And again, I'm just using this same logic. I'm not changing down my logic, which is a lambda expression, the list values for each, it's going to say that what, run this one on each and every value present in that particular list. So get the first value and then print that particular value. And now when I run my test script, the similar output it's going to return. So this is one way of defining a list, and this is another way of defining a list. But whatever the list might be, this is how you guys need to use a lambda expression. Perfect. Done the deal. So thank you guys. We'll see you again in the next session. Bye.